Hey guys, Drum and the Blues coming at you with another video review of the Transformers Autobot Whirl. And it's the packaging, so kind of show you what everything looks like. There's the side of the box and, you know, some more stuff. And there's his bio. If you want to read it, go ahead. And it comes with a bunch of weapons, null ray cannon. As you can see, that sticks onto his hand, and his Gerwalk mode or helicopter mode, which is kind of dumb. I won't be showing that off. I think it's stupid. And helicopter mode, and there are some tech specs if you can read that, hopefully. Anyway, that's that for that. He comes with his instruction sheet, as always. Most characters or figures do with their boxes. And we got a sticker sheet, which I am not putting any of these stickers on my figure. I just don't like doing it. So, a lot of cool, maybe one of these Autobot stickers or whatever, but these red ones that go on the propeller and stuff, I just don't like it, so I'm not doing it. Anyway, here is the figure itself. And pretty cool. Cockpit does open, and trying to get you an angle. Well, there's a seat in there with a little joystick thing, and so it's not too bad. People are complaining about this gap right here, which does not bother me whatsoever. It's all in all, I like it. I like the plastic on this. You know, the blades spin. So there's no problem there. Blades spin around. All in all, it's a very nice figure. I think I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. Looks really nice. The plastic is solid. The only complaints I got is probably the knee joints and the shoulder joints, which are kind of really thin. But it has that chicken leg syndrome. But I'm going to not transform it that way. I'm going to transform it the other way, because I think with the chicken leg mode, these pieces right here stick out, which doesn't make any sense. And reversing the legs, this part sticks out, which looks a lot better. And like you said, you can put weapons on him. I just usually just leave these. You can post this weapon, you know, up under here if you want to, and you can weaponize them up a lot. But I'm not going to put all the weapons. I just put these two on there. Those are the only two I really like. There's one that you can put on the end of his hand, but I'm leaving it in the box. I'm not pulling it out. So I don't think it needs that much weapons. This is just to show off the figure, people. And a lot of nice little detail here and there. I mean, it's just pretty cool, if you ask me. Size comparison. Let's pull out old wheel jack here and kind of give you a little size comparison going on. It's kind of hard because my camera's not that, doesn't show up that wide, but there you go. Anyway, good enough. Alright, let's transform this bad boy. First thing I like to do is just come over here and kind of unpeg the arm. That peg pegs right into the arm, and then the legs do peg into the arms right here, that little peg right there. So what you kind of do is just unpeg it like that. And you're doing the same thing over here. Let's refocus this here. That little peg you're pulling out just like that, and you just kind of get it out of the way. Then what you want to do is fold the legs down. Now the official transformation is to turn his legs that way. Okay, and then I just don't like the way it looks. It just looks funky. I just don't like it. So I'm not doing it that way. Pull his feet down, and oh yeah, it's harder to transform on camera. Pull it all the way down, and then this clicks up in there, just like that. Same thing on this side. Just open that up, pull that down all the way, and then that will click right up in there. just like so. So make sure that those are clicked in, just like that. Okay, we're going to do it. We're not going to do his chicken legs this way. I don't like the way these, it just looks stupid. So I'm spinning mine around and I'm clicking in the knee back one. Okay? So whether or not this is proper or improper, I don't care. This is how I'm transforming them. Spinning it around and I'm pulling it back one click. And this gives you full knee joint. And you don't have to worry about moving this little piece and trying to break it. You can do all kinds of maneuver with this. So click it once like that, and there you go. Now next, I want to kind of pull his arms, unattach his arms, and then what you're going to do is you're going to spin. You got to spin this little joint right here, this thing. You got to make sure you grab it and spin it to where the shoulder joints will go up like that. Okay? And then click it once. Should click twice. Once, twice. Okay? Same thing on this side. You're going to grab this whole thing. You got to grab that whole little piece. Because if you just turn it, it won't transform right. So you got to make sure that where this turns like this is facing up. Okay? So that has to be turned like that, just like that, to where that joint right there is facing up, to where his arm will bend up. Okay? So then you just push this in once, twice, and that's locked in. Then just pull his arm out, flip it around, flip out his hand. Same thing on this side, and just flip out his hand. Now his hand is on a gear thing to where they both kind of go at the same time, which is kind of cool. Okay, we come up here, we split this. Split this in half. Okay, and fold up the blades, and then we'll leave that like that for now. And then what you want to do is come over here. You're going to just bend this down as far as you can, and then you're going to flip. This is on a double hinge right here, so you're going to flip this tail piece up and push it into his back all the way, just like that. And then these little slots right here will connect right in here. Okay, and then you push that down, and then you just peg these in like that, and then you put that down and flip this around, and then his blade will be just like that. And then take his head, spin it around. Now the cool thing, well, let's get him set up here. Now you have him fully transformed. Okay, so he is fully transformed and looking good, and I really dig this guy. And the reason I transform his legs like that is because this piece sticks out and it looks better, and it just looks better. I know these are kind of small, these little pieces right here, but it just looks better this way. You don't have to, I mean, his feet look kind of funky, but you have a natural knee joint. And then these bad pieces right here with all the holes are towards the inside. So that's just what I'm doing. Like I said, you can fold this up, and there's a weapon that plugs in right here, but I'm not pulling it out of the box. I'm just going to end up losing it. So there's plenty of reviews of this guy doing that. Articulation. Head is on a ball joint, which is cool. Ball jointed shoulders go up and out. That's why you lock these shoulders in. 360. It's got a swivel, double jointed elbow, hands move, no waist, but swivel here, bendy at the knee, and his feet don't move really. So you're kind of stuck with that type of thing. Now for his little gimmick here, if you can see that, his light piping, you take this little antenna and pull it down and it shuts it off, and then you push it back up and his light comes on. See, off, on. So I thought that's kind of cool. But all in all, he's a cool figure, man. People are dogging on him, and I just don't understand why. I think he looks great. I think he looks fantastic. Nothing wrong with this figure. Nothing wrong with this figure. Let's do some size comparisons. Put up a good old hot rod. So, and I think technically this is probably how the scale should be, you know, until he turns into Rodimus. But the helicopter's a lot bigger than a car, so that, to me, that looks pretty good. Let's bring in Hound. So another good size comparison, I think. I like it. Let's bring in Masterpiece. Get old Mr. Streak in here. So, which is cool. And he's still taller than the Masterpiece, so that's not bad. I think it's out of scale, but, you know, hey, it is what it is, right? Right. And last but not least, by any sort of means, is G2 Sideswipe. Pretty cool. So I really like this figure. There's nothing wrong with Whirl. Like I said, if you transform his legs this way, you can do this all day long and it ain't gonna break. See, it didn't break. So people are saying his plastic is not good. I mean, look at that. It's not going anywhere. So they are a little thin on the shoulder and the knees, but the plastic, you know, at least from mine, is not going to break. The silhouette looks better. You know, you can get him in some better poses with his legs like that. So I mean, it's just, you know, it's kind of hard to pose him like that. So all you do is just click the knee joint back one, and he stands perfectly fine. Now, you know, he kind of has a little lean back, but and you don't have to worry about the ski things right here because they don't rub. So I just think it looks a lot better with his legs like this. That's just me personally. You guys might like the chicken legs. I don't like chicken legs. So I think he was designed. I saw another guy reviewing, and I agree with what he said. You know, that I don't think they were designed. I think it was an afterthought, because how many Transformers do you see with this kind of stuff sticking out in official transformation mode? You know, usually they try to tuck those away, and it just looks so much better. So that's my opinion. You might not agree with me. You might just say, Brian, you're crazy. And you know what? That's okay, because your opinion is your opinion. Anyway, this is Drum and the Blues. I highly recommend this. The plastic on this is fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. The only thing you have to worry about is these little knee joints and shoulder joints. But as long as you you know, transform it this way, there's no problem moving. Look at that. No problem moving it whatsoever. Effortless. So this is Drum and the Blues. Go get yourself a Whirl, dude.